elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Boston College Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Eagles have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Boston College's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Back to pass, it's Baker. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that.
Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Zings it complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll go to the air on coming short. Lets it go to the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Off the play fake on first down. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago.
He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Boston College wants to play fast. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looking at a second and short now. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Boston College will send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Boston College. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put...
And that ball's free behind the line. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. I don't know if it was luck or a... We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bolden. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Dropping back, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast. He'll work his way down to the 28. Boston College right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College! Great job by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reed.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these...
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wall. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Bolden. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's hooked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they get the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Pressure coming. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Boston College wants to play fast.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Bolden. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. BC trying to turn this red zone trip into a party in the mods. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You're set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Boston College. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Baker. Touchdown, Boston College! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd. This offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Floating away. Inside the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Caught in the backfield. It's hooked. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the ground.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The short hands, it's Harris. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They want that clock to run. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inch. Touchdown, Boston College! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Dickens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion
breaks into the open.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taking over college football, short to intermediate. So,
snags it. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. keeps it on the draw. He has the first and still on his feet. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.